Hello, Smoky Valley. It is Thursday, April 2nd, and it's time for another update. Currently, we have 552 cases of coronavirus in the state of Kansas, involving 41 counties with 13 deaths. Now, that number has risen since I wrote it down earlier this morning, getting ready to report to you. With 41 counties involved, there's a prediction that all or most of the counties will have a case or be involved with the coronavirus over the next 2 weeks. That number continues to grow and is growing pretty rapidly. So we want to remind our young people, especially if they're getting together on weekends or hanging out with friends, to be extremely cautious and try to follow the social distancing. Some people still are not taking that very seriously. Others of you are doing a tremendous job. We hope that, as many people predict, we will reach our peak late this month in April, around the 25th to the 30th, and then hopefully we can start coming down. As that number starts coming down, remember, we're not going to be released from our homes very quickly. We're still going to be in shelter. Right now at the school district, we are delivering instruction. We are serving nearly 400 meals. Leadership team meets daily. We meet with our State Department every day at 12:30 and our commissioner to get the updates from the state. Our support services are reaching out and students are in class. Now, most of your kids are doing a pretty good job, so we appreciate that. Sometimes we have to worry a little bit about attire because they are attending class. And if you show up in class with a blanket over your head or you're not paying attention to it, you have some things going on, that is a distraction to the class. We don't allow that in our regular classrooms, so we'll have your kids show a little bit of respect, and most of them are just doing a super job. We appreciate our support team for reaching out. And what is a support team? Those are our counselors. Sometimes our principals are reaching out to kids. We have remember what our top 3 issues are, and academics was number 3. Health and safety of our kids is number 1, and the social emotional well-being of our kids is number 2. So that's something we're trying to talk to kids about. How are you doing? How are things at home? Are you able to connect? Are you able to talk to your friends online? We're all being creative in our homes, and we're trying to find those things that bring families closer together as we work for looking at the positive things of this entire pandemic. Sometimes it seems surreal, but every day we get inside these 4 walls, and as a leadership team or teachers, we're still doing these kinds of things that still enclose us, but that has become a way of life. So we need to get used to that. It's not going to go away very quickly. Our continuous learning has been submitted to the state. Thanks to Monty Couchman for working on that diligently. We haven't got approval yet, but I know the state has sent dozens of them back to the districts to be redone. We haven't heard that yet, and as I looked at it, he's done a very nice job on our continuous learning plan that will be approved by the board on April 13th officially. Now, on a continuous learning, we have to realize that we need to be flexible. If some things aren't working with our kids, and we've only gone 4 days so far, we need to readjust, step back, pivot, realign, and do some things differently. We also told you in the very beginning this was not going to be perfect. This is not how our teachers are used to teaching. But the beauty of it is that they can see their kids and they can talk to their kids. It brings out the personality and the creativity of that teacher as well. We're doing some amazing things right now online. We did have some problems with Seesaw. Some of you may have noticed that. Our tech people are working diligently to get some of those things worked out. And Laura Lise and Mike Rose and their team have just been amazing. Some calendar adjustments. If you noticed on the calendar that you were given at the beginning of the year, April 6th, which is this next Monday, is a professional development day. I'm not sure how well we've communicated that, but that's an ordinary day of class. April 6th is just a regular day of class. We're going to honor Good Friday and Easter Monday as well as being days off where your kids are not involved in class. But as we move through the calendar to May 8th, May 8th was, and I think I may have said that before, May 8th was a May Day, and that has been canceled. but we do need to go to school on May 8th. Your kids will be in class on Friday, May 8th, because seniors have to attend that half day in order to get them to graduation on May 9th. We'll talk about that in just a second. Here's some other calendar changes you may be aware of. Every year we have a senior awards ceremony. I can't even tell you exactly what day that is or if it's been scheduled, but the Booster Club hosts that, the senior awards ceremony where we give out scholarships. Our kids all get together and we have a beautiful evening of awarding that to just our seniors. That has been canceled. The Booster Club hosts that, and we thank them for the work they've done over the years, but we will not have one this year. Our counselor, Lana Charvat, is working with those seniors to award those. I'm not sure exactly how that's going to happen, but we're going to make sure that those scholarships are still going to be awarded. Kids are still going to get their certificates and scholarships if they've earned them, but there will not be a ceremony, which makes sense. Prom has been postponed at this time. Graduation, which is a big question mark for a lot of seniors and senior parents. What are we doing with graduation? We are working on that right now. Mr. Nelson is meeting with senior class sponsors, and we'll be talking to the board on the 13th about that briefly, but I think we'll have a good plan for you. Right now, no plan for graduation. I know some districts have said it's postponed indefinitely, not knowing what's going to happen. We also know that our kids can't enter college without us having some formal sort of celebration for our kids. So we're going to do something, but you'll hear more about that probably within the next week or so about what is happening with graduation. We're watching out for the seniors, making sure that they have all their credits when they meet the deadline, and May 9th is still an issue for us. Very good chance we won't all be getting together in Presser Hall on May 9th, but we'll have something for you very soon. The last day of school, there is a possibility that we may be moving the last day of school by a couple of days. I'll be talking to the board on April 13th about that. Speaking of board meetings, our board will be going online. You can watch that at live.smokyvalley.org, and our protocol is placed on our website. So if you go to the coronavirus link that's right in the middle of the page, when you open it up, you can see the board protocol. Everyone will be online, and those are being recorded at this time. So that's about all I have for you today. We need to keep our families safe at this time. We all want to come back together in the fall, and we hope to see you next time. Thank you.